Welcome to the St. Francis Prep College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but will be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Raina, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, we have a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/SFP. Now, I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter, Hofstra University.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Raina. Hi, folks. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. I'm super excited to share some information with you about Hofstra. Just a quick note on who I am in case you have not met me before. My name is Brian Rothstein. I am Director of External Relations here at Hofstra, and I work with students coming from Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island high schools. Been working with students coming from St. Francis Prep for all 14 years of my 14 years working in admissions. So I'm super excited to be working with you today and sharing some information about Hofstra. Alrighty, so without further ado, I'm going to get started. There we go. All right. So if you're not familiar with, Hofstra is located out on Long Island. We are not too far from St. Francis Prep, about maybe 15, 20 minutes. So definitely easily accessible. You can either live on campus, you can commute to campus through public transportation. Taking the Long Island Railroad from the Jamaica terminal, you're on campus in about 12 minutes. Living on campus, we have 35 residence halls on our campus community, and about 67% of our students do reside on campus. If you want to commute through car, you are welcome to do so. Parking on campus, completely free. You get a nice little fun hang tag for your rear view mirror, all good to roll. We capitalize on our location being so close to New York City. I don't have to tell you about the awesome things New York City has to offer, but we're 25 miles east of New York City. So super easy accessibility, courtesy of our shuttle bus that picks up at 2 of our local Long Island Railroad stations, Mineola and Hempstead. That shuttle bus also takes you to and from Target, Walmart, the supermarket, and the Roosevelt Field shopping mall. So if you need another point of location, we're about 5 minutes up the road from Roosevelt Field. A lot of awesome opportunities for our institution. So we're a large campus size, 244 acres, but a small campus feel. We're classified as a medium-sized institution with just shy of 6,100 undergraduate students and about 3,000 graduate doctoral students, 21 students on average in a class, with our largest class being about 35 students and our smallest class being 2, and an average class size being 21. So a lot of personalized attention, and that's kind of what we pride ourselves on here at Hofstra. It is a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. We have students from 48 states and upwards of 90 countries. So diversity looks like what diversity throughout New York City looks like. Students from all over, all sorts of backgrounds, interests, and etc. as well. We offer over 165 different majors for students to choose from. So what you're seeing on the screen are some, if not all, of our 165 majors, from A to W and everything in between. So all sorts of different things you can choose from. Some popular ones, just to highlight, are medical school connections with Northwell Health Systems. We're the only college university partnered with Northwell Health. So we offer medical school, a 4+4 super competitive BSMD program, an accelerated PA program, 5.5 years, and a nursing program, which is super exciting, and a partnership with Northwell for a BSN. New nursing facility and engineering joint facility to open in April, and we're super excited about those opportunities, but some of the most advanced technology on the East Coast as well. Other popular majors: business, education, communications, our law program, which is an accelerated law program with our law school at Hofstra, speech language hearing sciences, psychology, environmental science, engineering, and so much more. Theater, dance, music, art, anything in the arts area, with 8 theaters scattered across our campus community. If you want to learn more about the majors, feel free to take a peek at our website, hofstra.edu/majors. It's interactive, and you can see the information there as well. A little bit alongside that, we are really big on experiential learning. Students are out there as early as their first year with us at Hofstra. So you actually have an opportunity to be able to experience the hands-on learning and experiential learning piece of it. So internships, job opportunities inside, outside of the Hofstra walls, and inside and outside of the classroom, research, and so much more. Our students participate on average in about 2.5 internships. So it's actually double the national average of students participating in internships. And 97% of our students are either enrolled in graduate school or employed when they're leaving us here at Hofstra. What you're seeing on the screen are just some of the places our students have interned, have received jobs, and such. You want to learn more about that? Hofstra.edu/outcomes gives you all sorts of interactive information in regards to our majors and what students are doing, so you can really see the return on investment and the opportunities available because of those smaller class sizes and really getting to know your professors that carry forward for jobs, internships, and opportunities inside and outside the walls of Hofstra. A little bit about our community. We're 220 student clubs and organizations here at Hofstra with so many different things to get involved in. 21 Division I sports teams. We are the Hofstra Pride. 2 mascots, Kate and Willie, a lion and lioness, which 2 lions, if you remember from your Lion King days, make up a pride. In regards to that as well, if you are like me, maybe not a D1 athlete, but still like to play amongst other students, you can do that at Hofstra amongst our clubs and intramural sports as well. We have 22 Greek letter organizations on campus if you want to be part of that. In addition to that, our students are super involved in giving back to the community, over 100,000 hours of community service each and every year. So super awesome things that our students get involved in nationally, internationally, and around the world, around the nation. We do guarantee housing for all 4 years. So as I mentioned before, you want to reside on campus, welcome to do so. And you don't want to, that decision completely up to you. Let's talk a little bit about the admission requirements. When applying to Hofstra, you can apply either through the Hofstra application or the common application, either one of them. We don't have a preference over one or the other. We are an early action institution, early action, non-binding. You apply by a specific date, you hear from us by a specific date, and you have a lot of opportunities to be able to let us know whether you're coming or not. Early action 1, November 15th. You apply by then, you receive a decision by December 15th. Early action 2, December 15th. You apply by then, you receive a decision from us by January 15th. After that, we become a rolling admission institution. As you see, the big orange box on the screen may have given that away. We are a test optional institution other than our 4+4 BSND program and our accelerated 5.5-year PA program. Every other program here at Hofstra is test optional. We've actually been test optional for 8 years. So not new because of this odd virtual world we're living in right now, or odd world we're living in general, just because not everyone is a test taker. As a note for you, we every year do an on-site with St. Francis Prep. So be sure to touch base with the college office and definitely talk to them, especially for those of you in the room that are seniors, about the opportunity to sit at one of our on-site opportunity days. When applying, we do look at a holistic approach. So that's GPA, trending grades, what you've taken in comparison to what's offered. If you're submitting SAT or ACT scores, your essay, we love essays and read every single note on them, your letters of recommendation, and a resume that's super helpful for us. When we're looking at you holistically, also reviewing you for merit-based scholarship, ranges from $8,000 up to $33,000, with an average merit-based scholarship last year of just shy of $29,000 per student. What you're seeing on the screen in regards to requirements, 3.7, not a requirement, just an average, about a 92 on the 100-point scale. If your SAT scores are above 1210 and your ACT scores above 26, you should submit them as well. Want some further information? Here's my contact information there. And on top of that, I'll be at St. Francis Prep for a whole bunch of hours tomorrow. So feel free to come down and see me in the lunchroom. See you guys soon.
Thank you, Hofstra University. Next, we have Molloy University.
Thank you, Raina. Hi, everyone. My name is Mark Sovine. I am the Associate Director of Admissions at Molloy University. You may have heard of us before as Molloy College, but we've just became Molloy University this summer, so we're very excited about that. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Molloy here in my presentation. I've been at Molloy for about 7 years now. I work strictly with first-year students, so when reviewing applications, I'll be your point of contact, and I will also be going to St. Francis for the on-site day. So please sign up with your school counselor if you're a senior. I'll be happy to meet you in December. So a little bit about Molloy. We're located in Rockville Center, New York. So depending on what time you leave your house from St. Francis, could take you 15 minutes, could take you 25, could take you 40. But we're really close to Hofstra geographically. At Molloy, we have the #1 nursing program in the country by College Factual. U.S. News and World Report. We're one of the best universities in the North. We have the #1 college to study health professions. We're one of the safest campuses in the country. Our criminal justice program ranks in the top 5% in the country, and we have one of the highest paying salaries from recent grads in the U.S. as well, which we're very proud about. So individualized attention is really big at Molloy. We really like to focus on you as a student because we want to teach you the skills to succeed in the real world. So we have a 10-to-1 student faculty ratio. Our average class size in your major is around 20 to 25 students. In your science labs, there'll be no more than 12 students. In your nursing clinical, there'll be no more than 8 students. So you really do get that hands-on attention that you need, especially for those fields that are very skill specific. We will make sure that you know exactly what you're doing in those fields before you go out into your clinical, into your internship, into the real world when you get a job after you graduate. And we have one of the highest graduation rates on Long Island as well. And we really pride ourselves on our retention rate, because a lot of times students choose a school, they may transfer in between their freshman and sophomore year. That's a really popular time for students to transfer. We hold about an 85% retention rate on those students. So typically students who choose Molloy stay at Molloy, and we like to see them finish through Molloy for their 4 years. We have over 50 undergraduate programs to choose from. They're all on the screen right here. We have everything from, like I mentioned before, nursing, business. We have a robust theater arts program that's partnered with Cap 21 in New York City. And we have a second campus that we do on Broadway for theater arts. We have computer sciences, nuclear medicine, cardiovascular, you pretty much name it, we have it, besides engineering. And a list of all of our majors are on our website as well. So beyond the major internships, every single program at Molloy has an internship that's built into the program. So you are guaranteed at least one internship. Internships could look a little different depending on the major. So if you're studying education, your internship would be your student teaching. If you're studying nursing, your internship would be considered your clinical. So it really depends on your program, but every single program does have some internship component to it to get you real world experience. We have pre-professional programs that you can tack on to your major, as in pre-med, pre-law, pre-dental, to further your education after you graduate with your bachelor's degree. And then if you want to stay at Molloy and continue, we do have graduate and doctoral degrees to choose from. We also have a few programs that are 5-year programs, that are dual programs, where you get your bachelor's and your master's in 5 years. So you can have a straight shot to graduation. Campus life, we have 3 residence halls on campus, so you can live on campus if you want to. You can also commute, it's totally up to you. But living on campus, we have about 450 students that live on campus at Molloy, and we have a very vibrant campus and residence life. Some highlights: free cable, free laundry, free fitness rooms, 24/7 security by our public safety, and you have a choice between singles, doubles, and suites, and we've been ranked #1 safest college campus in New York State by niche.com. We have 17 varsity sports, Division II. We also have esports. 59% of our student athletes earn a GPA of 3.25 or higher, so student athlete is very prominent at Molloy. Academics come first in the athletics as well. Scholarship opportunities for athletes, and we also have club sports if you don't want to compete competitively on a Division II level. And then student life, we have over about 5,000 total students on campus. So we're not a typically small school or a large school. We're in that sweet spot, I like to say. We have over 60 student-run clubs and organizations. We have trips that we go on campus events or off-campus events. There's always something to do on Molloy's campus if you're a student here. And then how to apply, we have our own admissions, so there is no deadline to apply. You can apply at any point throughout the application process. We have our own application on our website. You can also apply on the Common App as well. What you need to apply to Molloy is you need your high school transcript sent from your school counselor. You need your personal essay submitted. We are SAT or ACT optional, so you do not need to submit SAT scores or ACT scores if you don't want to. Our admission requirements are located here on the bottom right. All of our programs are about an 80 to 85 GPA to get in. Our nursing and our dual degree programs are strong 85, so about a B+. Scholarship consideration is reviewed automatically when you do apply. That begins at an 88 GPA or higher. Scholarships range anywhere from about $4,000 up until a full scholarship. If you are interested in a full scholarship tuition, you need to submit SAT or ACT scores for that. And we do have an honors program as well that starts at a 95 GPA. And then my last slide is tuition and financial aid. Tuition at Molloy just for academics is around $35,000. With room and board, it could be anywhere from $45,000 to $48,000, depending on the room and meal plan you choose. Financial aid, 92% of our students do receive some form of financial aid. You need to fill out the FAFSA to receive any financial aid through Molloy. I mentioned academic scholarships are automatically applied, and then we do have some affinity scholarships you can apply for, including community service, leadership, Those can all be found on our website as well. And then how to get in touch with us, this is our phone number, 516-323-4000. And then our email address is admissions@molloy.edu. Nice to meet everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Molloy University. Okay, unfortunately, Long Island University is not able to join us this evening, so we are moving on with Iona University now.
Thank you. Let's see. There we go. Awesome. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Ray Gower, and I'm our Associate Director for Admissions over at Iona University. Similarly to Molloy, one of the exciting things that happened over the summer is that Iona College became Iona University. So I do have some photos here. I want to share some quick facts. First and foremost, Iona is located in New Rochelle, New York, in Westchester County. In addition to that, we're just 30 minutes away from New York City, 30 minutes away from Stamford, Connecticut, which is really convenient, especially when it's time to look for internship and job opportunities. We have just about 3,300 undergraduate students on our campus. In addition to that, we have about 600 to 700 graduate students, 20 to 25 students in a class, and a 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio. The really great thing about being in a suburban environment is that you truly get the best of both worlds. You get the city feel during the daytime, but you get the nice, cool, calm, and relaxing feeling in the evening. Now, with that being said, we are a liberal arts university. We do have a School of Arts and Sciences, a La Penta School of Business, and our newly New York Presbyterian Iona School of Health Sciences. And all of these schools offer programs such as biology, criminal justice education, speech language pathology, social work, to name a few. We also have management, marketing, finance, accounting, international business within our business programs. And most recently, we partnered, as I mentioned, with New York Presbyterian, and we're really excited because they made a generous donation so that we can build our very own New York Presbyterian School of Health Sciences, which is going to open in January of 2023. And in addition to that, that School of Health Sciences is actually going to be located in our Bronxville campus, just about 5 to 7 minutes away from the New Rochelle campus, which is another exciting thing that happened over the summer, or just this past semester, where Iona purchased an entire other campus in order to continue to grow physically as well. Now, with that said, we also have residence halls on campus. We guarantee housing all 4 years. We have 6 residence halls offering a variety of different amenities. For example, every single room on campus is air conditioned, and we have other amenities such as game rooms, meditation lounges, study rooms. We do have suite style housing, apartment style housing, and communal style housing as well. Now, if you're looking to get involved, we have more than 80 clubs on campus. There are more than 450 activities going on per year. So we offer things such as academic clubs, multicultural groups, Greek life. We have a lot of service opportunities, performing arts. We have 21 Division I athletic programs, club sports, intramural and recreational sports as well. So there are plenty of opportunities to get involved when on campus. Now, if you're considering applying to Iona, the best way to apply is through the Common Application. In terms of materials, we are looking for a high school transcript. Typically look for a solid B average. So if you're in that 85 average ballpark, then academically speaking, you would be a competitive applicant. We are also test optional, so you don't have to worry about SATs or ACTs. Now, at the end of the day, I know that you're not a number, right? You are a person. So we do take a holistic approach, such as looking at your recommendation letters, your college essay. We take demonstrated interest into consideration as well. So for example, taking a campus tour, speaking with an admissions counselor. And then if you're looking to apply, we do have early decision, which is binding, early action, and regular decision with the deadlines posted there. And lastly, if you are looking to apply, you're welcome to use Iona's fee waiver code, which is Iona 27. Now, in terms of scholarship opportunities, 100% of admitted students do receive merit scholarships from Iona. Those scholarships typically range between $10,000 and $25,000 per year, depending on your academic performance over at St. Francis Prep. In addition to that, Iona offers additional awards, such as a Catholic Heritage Scholarship for students who attend the Catholic high school, such as yourselves. There's also performing arts scholarships. There are alumni and sibling awards. If you have a parent that graduated Iona, if you have a sibling that currently attends Iona. Historically, there's always been some form of an on-campus housing award as well. And then in addition to all of that, Iona does offer financial aid, and there's financial aid coming from the government, the state, but that all depends on your FAFSA and your family's financial background. With that said, tuition and fees is just a little over $44,000 per year, and room and board is about an additional $17,000 and change. Now, keep in mind that this is just a sticker price because our students are receiving scholarships, and other students may be eligible for financial aid. That means that you're not paying the full cost of tuition and fees and room and board. You always want to look at the net price at the end of the day. Now, with that said, if you do want to get in contact, you're more than welcome to. Iona will be at St. Francis Prep for a visit, and also for an on-site admission day as well. We're also on social media, so definitely give us a follow. It is a great way to keep up with what's happening at Iona informally as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, I just want to remind our attendees that you can put questions in the Q&A for our presenters. And next we've got New York Institute of Technology.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Alex. I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions at New York Tech. I'm here to tell you a little bit about us. So, New York Institute of Technology, or NYIT, is a small private university with 2 New York campuses. So we have a campus in Manhattan, located right in Columbus Circle. And we also have a campus in Nassau County, Long Island, Old Westbury. So most of our majors are offered at both campuses, which gives you the opportunity to go back and forth between the two, or stay at one campus and study the whole time that you're with us there. That's totally fine as well. Again, we are a small institution, so we have a student to faculty ratio of 12:1. Average class size is about 20 students. We have 3,400 undergraduates between both campuses and 2,400 graduate students, as well as 112,000 alumni worldwide. Some rankings for you guys. We have been ranked number 22 for best regional universities in the Northeast. We have been ranked in the top 2% of US colleges for the return on investment, meaning what you put into your education at New York Tech, you get back tenfold. And we have been ranked number 1 for most diverse student body in the US. Our students come from 40 different states across the country and over 70 countries across the globe. Some outcomes for you guys: 94% of our graduates are employed or seeking a secondary degree within 6 months of graduation. And out of all of our students who hold internships while they're with us, 4 out of 5 of them are able to parlay those internships into full-time job offers, which is a really great stat. We're very proud of it. So we are technically a Polytech plus school. What that means is our majors cover the field of STEM, plus architecture and design programs, plus medical programs. We have over 90 degree programs across 6 schools of study. You can find out more at nyit.edu/degrees if you'd like to do a little search. We also have some really exciting combined degrees. So if you are a student who knows what you want to do, and it happens to be in the field of counseling, OT, occupational therapy, DO for osteopathic medicine, PA, physician assistant, or PT, physical therapy, these are some great options for you. You'll see a little math equation next to each of those programs. The first number is the amount of years that you're doing your undergraduate degree in. The second number is the amount of years you're doing the graduate degree in. So basically with this, you accelerate your bachelor's degree in 3 years instead of the traditional 4, and then you proceed right into the graduate portion of a program, and you come out with 2 degrees from Tech. We also offer ways to accelerate the master's side of things. So typically a master's degree will take you 1.5 to 2 years. With these programs, anything that you are pursuing that's an undergraduate degree on the left-hand side of your screen can be paired by adding an additional year and doing a master's degree at an accelerated rate on the right-hand side of your screen. So in 5 years, you'll have 2 degrees from New York Tech. So lots of options here to specialize in a field or to get more rigor in your academics. We also offer a lovely list of minors for anyone who's interested in rounding out their degree. We do not allow for double majors, so just a little note on that. My biggest piece of advice to you guys for when you go to college is get involved. No matter where you end up, get involved, because it's going to be the best way to make friends. It's going to be a way to add things to your resume. It's going to make you feel a part of your campus community. So join a club, join a team. At Tech, we have 60 clubs and organizations between the 2 campuses. So we offer things like intercultural and identity-based groups, special interest groups, honor societies, Greek life, things like that. So lots to do. The last major piece I want to touch on is tuition and aid. Our tuition is about $40,000 per year. We do offer housing, however, it's only available for the New York City campus. And if you choose to live there, it's $19,000 per year additional. But the 2 bigger numbers are below, so I urge you to look at those as well. 99% of our students are receiving some form of financial aid, and the average financial aid package for those students is over $30,000 per year. So the things included in that financial aid package is that last yellow box on the bottom. The biggest chunk of cash is going to come from your merit-based scholarships, which range from $19,000 to $27,000 per year, and it's going to be based only on your high school GPA. We will also accept federal and state aid through the FAFSA, as well as private scholarships. The chart that you have on the right-hand side of your screen is just to show you how we compare to other institutions in the area. And essentially the gist of it is New York Tech offers some of the lowest private tuition rates in New York State. And this is a good screen to take a screenshot of. Our contact info for admissions and financial aid. You can call, email, or text us. We also have a number of upcoming events, including open house. We have open house dates for the New York City campus and open house dates for the Long Island campus. So come join us. Everything can be found at nyit.edu/undergrad-events. And I will be at St. Francis for an on-site as well as a visit in the next coming weeks.
Thank you, New York Institute of Technology. And our final presenter is Adelphi University.
Okay, hello everyone. So my name is Leslie. I'm one of the assistant directors of admissions here at Adelphi. Very excited to be with you all today. So to start us off, Adelphi is located in Garden City, which is in Long Island, very borderline Long Island, Queens. So it's not too deep into the city, but we are in a suburban area. So you do get the nice quietness of that. And then you can access the hustle and bustle of New York City very easily. We're a medium-sized campus. So we have about 5,000 undergraduate students and 3,000 graduate students. A lot of representation. So we have, as you can see on this slide, 65 countries represented and 44 states represented on our campus. So you're going to have the opportunity to meet students from all over the world, learn new cultures, learn about new backgrounds, and it's really showcased on our campus with the different events that we host, even the food that's served. But while all of that holds true, we place a big emphasis on smaller class sizes. So our average class size is 21 students, which allows for an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So a very personable relationship with your professors. They're going to be available for any assistance, any guidance, anything that you may need. And speaking of professors, these are the academic schools. If you scan that QR code, it will take you to our website where you can see all the majors, minors, and different programs of studies we have. We do have over 60 programs. All of them are housed under one of these academic schools. Some of the very popular programs include our nursing, business, social work, psychology. We have a number of specialized or signature and support programs. So we do have 4+1 programs, which are accelerated. Those are offered in psychology, computer science, some business tracks, and those programs allow for you to receive a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in an accelerated track. We do have 3-year business tracks available. So within our business school, you can study human resource, marketing, accounting, finance, or management, which is the most broad one of the 5. And all of those can be completed in 3 years as long as you meet specific requirements as an incoming first-year student. And then we have our honors and Level More Global Scholars program, which are both cohort style programs, which allow our students to take their liberal requirements such as arts, humanities, social sciences through the curriculum of both of these programs. The Honors College is very reading and writing intensive. It really calls for students to engage in a lot of philosophical thinking and debates. And so if you're a student who likes to be mentally challenged, this is something that might be of interest to you. And then we have the Level More Global Scholars program, which, as mentioned, is very similar to the Honors College, but this is more so geared towards students that are interested in global initiatives, environmental studies, environmental science, political science, climate change, human rights, sustainability issues. So if you're a student who really wants to make an impact in your local community and a national and even global scale community, this might be an interesting program for you. Both the Honors College and Level More Global Scholars program have additional scholarship available for our students as well. Then we have a number of support programs. So our general studies learning community aids our first-year students during that transition from high school into college. Bridges to Adelphi is for students on the autism spectrum, and Learning Resource Program is for any students with any type of learning disability. And then our Student Access Office is available to support any program with any student with any type of disability on our campus. Then we have a number of joint degree programs as well, and these programs are geared towards students that want to go into these professional paths. We partner with these schools to allow these students to have kind of a pathway. So you do some of your education with us and then go on to the school that we partner with. Definitely encourage you to scan that QR code if any of these paths are interesting to you, to learn a little more about each program, as they do have specific requirements and they are pretty competitive. We have over 90 clubs and organizations that you can get involved in. So as mentioned before, definitely get involved. We have them ranging from multicultural clubs and organizations, more professional-based ones, career-based ones. We have Greek life, so we have fraternities and sororities that you can join. We have studying abroad opportunities. We're a Division II sports school, so of course, many different ways for you to get involved on campus. And then our tuition is roughly about $41,000 with an additional $13,000 to $15,000 for room and board, but we do have automatic consideration for academic scholarships. Our scholarships averaged about $28,000 last year, and each year we remodel those, so students are likely to earn more this year. And then, of course, in addition to that, when you submit your FAFSA, you'll be reviewed and earn grants, loans, and more things to help with that out-of-pocket payment, so you will not be paying that much. If you scan that QR code, you'll get a little more information about our financial aid and have a better idea of how much you'll be paying as a student at Adelphi. And these are all of our general our general email and phone numbers. So if you have any follow-up questions, you can of course reach out to our office and also follow us on social media.
Great, thank you. I would ask all of our presenters to join me on video, and presenters, there are still some questions pending in the Q&A. Okay, so we have a few minutes. So the first question I'd like all of the presenters to respond to is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process. And we'll go in the same order that we presented in Hofstra University.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Raina. Yeah, so my advice for a student, one, take a deep breath. This will be okay, and we will get there. You'll get through it. And before you know it, this will be in your rearview mirror. And two is visit. Visiting a college campus makes or breaks your decision. I know that when I looked at colleges, it was really important to look at those schools and find that right fit for me. You'll hear a lot through this process about fit and finding the right fit, and visiting really helps you to recognize and find that right fit for what you might be looking for.
Molloy University.
Thank you. I would say my advice is to rank what's important to you when choosing a school. Everyone chooses schools for different reasons, whether it's a program, location, size. I would rank what's important to you, do some research on those schools so you can find the perfect fit for yourself.
And Iona University.
Sure. So my advice would be to don't be afraid to connect with your admissions counselor. We are here to help you, and we can only help you if you allow us to help you. So that would be my biggest advice. And also, it helps you stand out in the process as well. If you're reaching out and you're putting yourself out there and introducing yourself, those are the things that admissions counselors tend to remember as well.
And New York Institute of Technology.
So kind of in line with my counterparts here, take a deep breath. It is all going to be okay. College is going to be what you make of it. So whatever you join, whatever you major in, you're molding your experience. So there's no right or wrong school. It's up to you to make it all happen.
And Adelphi. And presenters, we do still have questions rolling in.
I would say to keep an open mind and to apply to schools that maybe pique your interest but aren't or you hadn't thought of before. So I personally, when I was going through the college search, was sure that I wanted to stay very local and commute to my school. And as the time came closer that I had to make a decision, I kind of realized I would prefer to go away. And so I had that option because I had applied to both local and schools that were a little bit further away. So, kind of keep your options open, keep an open mind. You might go into the process thinking that you prefer one thing or you want one thing. And then as you learn more about different schools, you actually, learn about yourself and decide that something different might work out for you.
Great. Okay, our next question. What's one thing you want students to remember about your school? Well, again, we'll start with Hofstra University.
Sure, absolutely. So I would say one thing I want students to remember about Hofstra is that we may be a large campus size, so 244 acres, but that small personalized feel is who we are. Personalization starts on day one, from the first time you and I interact as your admission representative, all the way through to and through the point of graduation, walking across that stage. If you have any of your friends at St. Francis Prep that are at Hofstra, they'll tell you that. I get to know them, and that's who we are as an institution. So don't forget that we're here to help, and we're also here to really get to know you and make this process and the entire college experience a personal one for you.
And Molloy University.
We have something at Molloy called the Molloy Mentors that you get partnered up with the current Molloy student the minute you get accepted into Molloy. So if you get accepted into Molloy as a student, we pair you up with a current Molloy student that you'll be able to, it's a text line that you'll be able to text and ask away pretty much about the Molloy experience. So you get to meet a current Molloy student the minute you get accepted.
And Iona University, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
I would say that Iona has a big heart, and it's a very open community. I went to Iona myself. I did my undergrad and grad there. And I've been with Iona since 2011 between being a student and working there. And it's always felt like a second home. And the community has always felt like a second family. So if there's a few words I would describe, second home and second family.
And New York Institute of Technology?
So I would say our hands-on curriculum. Our slogan is do, make, innovate, and reinvent the future. And it's words that we live by. So we believe that you will learn more through the research projects that you do, through being in the labs or the studios or what have you, than sitting in a class lecture style. So very hands-on curriculum for us across the board of all majors.
Sure. We had a question in the Q&A about open houses. So why don't we just have everybody on this round share your date if you have an open house for this fall season.
Just as a quick note, I don't think Adelphi shared the one thing they wanted them to remember. So I just wanted to be sure that everyone got their fair time.
Yep, Adelphi, when we get to Adelphi, we'll have you share that as well.
So Hofstra has a couple open house dates. I think that's what we're doing here. Open house next weekend, next Sunday. So an opportunity for you, not this coming Sunday, the following one. And then we also have an additional one early November. So feel free to take a peek. We offer tours Monday through Sunday. So opportunities for you to come out and tour with us. Hofstra.edu/visit has all of our visit opportunities, virtual, in person, and our open house dates.
Molloy.
Our fall open house is Sunday, November 6th. We have campus tours every day throughout the week. If you go on our website and sign up, and we do virtual events as well every other Wednesday for first-year students.
Iona University.
Sure. Our open houses are taking place on Sunday, October 23rd and Sunday, November 20th. And similarly to the other schools, we offer campus tours and a variety of other events at iona.edu/visit us.
And New York Institute of Technology, your open house date?
So we are doing for the city campus, Sunday, October 30th or Saturday, November 19th, either one. And the Long Island campus will do November 12th.
Great. Okay. Adelphi University, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school, and then give us your open house date?
So the one thing that I would say from my personal experience, I also went to Adelphi as an undergrad and I did my my master's there. I would say it's a very homey campus. And I say that in the sense that you're going to feel supported. You're going to feel like people want you to succeed. And you're going to feel empowered enough to step outside of your comfort zone, take on different leadership roles, study abroad, get an internship. And so do things that maybe you didn't think about doing during high school. It might be a little bit intimidating, but again, you're going to have that support from the faculty, the professors, your peers. That's just how our campus is. We want everyone to succeed. And then in terms of open houses, we do have one coming up in a couple of weeks. So Sunday, October 23rd, and then we have another one on Saturday, November 19th. And then we also have in-person visiting opportunities throughout the week, as well as virtual visiting opportunities as well. And all of that can be found on our website.
Great. Okay, we still have a couple of minutes. So last question, what is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process? We'll quickly run through that, starting with Hofstra. One myth.
We are human beings and we all like to learn about you. So although it might seem like it's Oz, if from Wizard of Oz, we are humans. We like to learn about you. And this process is not as scary and crazy as it might seem.
Molloy University.
We really are on your side as admission counselors. Our job is not to reject anybody. If it was, we would not have jobs. So we are on your side. We want you to succeed and we want you to be accepted to your school that you're applying for.
Iona University, your one myth.
There are no secrets to the admissions process. You know, a lot of colleges look at the same things. There's no secret code or anything. A lot of colleges look at the same required materials.
New York Institute of Technology.
That the amount of AP classes or honors classes or how high your SAT score is going to make or break your college decision. Like my colleague said, we treat you all as people, not as numbers. It's a holistic review for all of us. We like to see that you're involved, that you've gotten letters of recommendation because you've had people impact your life. So yeah, don't sweat it too much.
Great. Adelphi University.
I would say to remember that the power is in your court. At the end of the day, you are the student. Make sure that you are making this process what you want it to be, as well as just in general, that you're finding the school that is the right fit for you. Don't feel pressure on our end. You are the one that is the main character in this whole process.
That's our time. Thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/SFP. Thank you.